So then I'm like going back to the owner, and I'm like, okay, so I know you really like this person. Like, what else can you have them do? Because we can just automate this whole thing, you know?
Yes. I talk about that a lot with friends when they're like, well, I don't even know what to use AI for. I'm like, be curious. Like that to me is, so I had a buddy, this was early on. He was the first person to build a company with AI just to see if he's a real psycho in a loving way, like just a real special human. And he used Replit. This was early. So 26, he built this he started building it in late 24. Was it 24? Yeah. And so he make this really clear. He does, his regular company that he owns does over $30 million a year. He just did this for fun to see if he could. Automated the whole thing with AI before AI could really do any of this. And he built a little business that did $500,000, almost completely automated. The only thing they couldn't solve for at the time was graphic design. And so they had a graphic designer in doing the work. But other than that, all the cold email, cold everything. It was a market that, you know, there was no leader in it. So he just tripped over it, and it was but he coded up an entire CRM with Replit. It was the first time I saw somebody like really do business with AI. And I was like, okay, we are past this is cool phase. This can help me write a blog phase. This is like real now. And then obviously we all know what's December 5th with the Opus release. It was like this is real now. And all of us that have been playing with it, who were using it, but still could see where there were holes, kind of started seeing those holes get closed. And a friend got a preview. He has a job that has government contracts. He got a preview of it this week. Yeah, at work.
Yeah, I've heard that. There's a couple of people I've talked to that are kind of. Yeah,
and you don't know, like Anthropic is obviously very good at PR. So you don't really know, like, is it really as great as they say they are? And he said, it's pretty incredible. It is essentially for people who don't know. So they call it a Ralph loop. It was essentially a set of instructions.
There's a harness. Out there. Yeah. It's Swarm and everything.
Yeah. This does it on its own. You don't need the Ralph loop anymore. That's how he described it. He's like, I don't have words exactly, but it self-heals, meaning like you give it an objective and it knows to kind of keep circulating until it meets it and corrects its code base on its way. So we'll see. I don't think they have the compute capacity to release it. I know they're claiming it's a security threat, which it probably is, but also they don't have the compute for it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. I know companies like his they're getting it previewed right now.
Where do you think the future is going? Like knowing all this, like the question that I have started to ask, and like people are sensationalizing stuff, but not really, because like, I mean, some of the questions like that I've asked just to the chatbot, right? Like not to Claude Code or anything like that. Like what is going to be the uptake? Right? Like who's going to actually really use this, and how many people, and how quickly is that compression going to happen? Because I've really seen when people jump on it, boom, like they catch up really quick. Right. And so I'm going, okay, how many people are going to catch up on this? And then what does the world look like? And then like, okay, the people that don't, what does that world look like? Right. And I'm going like the future, like, from a workflow standpoint, is constantly changing. And I think marketers have an advantage because it's always been constantly changing. So when I tell my team, like, here's the new workflow, like they're not going to like flip out. Right. Because at other companies, like you go, we're going to change this. There's the whole like psychology and, like community culture that like, we're not changing sort of thing. But I feel like marketers are like, okay, like this is going to change. Like this is the new tactic, whatever. I don't know. What are you seeing? Or like kind of what would you predict in your crystal ball if you were to look forward?
So I am very optimistic as an engineer. I have robots sitting on the other side of the wall because at some point I will go back into robotics because I love it. But if I am looking at, so my biggest concern is that like the yous and I's of the world. So I'm older millennial, and we have the 20 years of experience. So AI is just like a superpower to us, but we've put in all of the reps already.
Yeah.
So this just makes us that much better. So I have a lot of I'm in Chicago, so I have a lot of law firm friends. And so one of their concerns are, how do we train the kids coming right out of law school? We don't, all that like busy work we just gave them to get reps is just done by AI, can be done by AI. So where I'm not optimistic is like, what do we do to train people to get to that point in their career where they are experts?